Hey, this is Donald Trump, and it's quite simple. Press the free like button if you think some of The Rock's recent movies absolutely sucked. I truly think that the only reason he came back to professional wrestling is because Black Adam bombed at the box office, so he needed to redeem his name value back by coming back to wrestling. Well, it serves him right by endorsing Joe Biden.
All right, so let me tell you what a draw is when it comes to fake pro wrestling, right? People are fooled. People are so tricked about the machine when it comes to the World Wrestling Federation, the WWF. You are so fooled, it's crazy. Edge, man, he has been exposed. Daniel Bryan has been exposed. Sasha Banks has been exposed. Chris Jericho has been exposed, and here's what I mean. You people thought those were big-time stars. Public opinion made Tony Khan, man, pay them millions of dollars. And what has it gotten them? Nowhere. This dude can't crack $1 million with Edge and Daniel Bryan. Two guys that main evented multiple WrestleManias. Let's talk about Edge. He is a 10-time world champion. He's one of the greatest rivals of John Cena. Let's talk about Daniel Bryan. Let's talk about the Yes movement. There was a point in time where he was the biggest star in the company, in the whole entire world, when it came to fake pro wrestling. Okay, now look, braze that. How come you're not watching him on Dynamite? How come you're not watching him on Collision? Him and Edge. How come you didn't watch Matt Cardona versus Adam Copeland? So my point that I'm trying to make is people never cared about Bryan Danielson. They cared about Daniel Bryan. People don't give a flying fuck about Adam Copeland. They cared about Edge. That's my fucking point that I'm trying to make. Nobody gives a flying fuck about Mercedes Moné. They only cared about Sasha Banks. Why? Because all of them were products of the WWF machine that was pushing them to the fucking moon. They made them bigger deals than what they really were. That's what I mean. They were kind of homegrown talent, kind of. Vince McMahon built them from the ground up. So it's kind of like leaving the nest. Bruh, it's not safe going past those walls. Now you are on your own now. Did people ever give a fuck about Edge? Did people give a fuck about Adam Copeland? That's my fucking point. Listen, the point is, nobody is a fucking draw when it comes to fake pro wrestling. The storyline is the draw. That's what draws people in. Nobody gives a fuck about Rocky Maivia star power. If he is not in a compelling storyline, nobody is gonna go fuck about him being on the show. That's facts. Roman Reigns, he is not a fucking draw. He was never a draw. Nobody cares about Roman fucking Reigns, man. Edge is a prime example. Who has had a better career? Hell, that should be a poll right there. Who has had a better career? Edge or Roman fucking Reigns? So, my point is, if Roman Reigns was to show up to Dynamite under a different name, his real name, Joe fucking Anoa'i, remember? I think his name is Joe Anoa'i. Okay, would you watch Dynamite if Joe Anoa'i was on the show every fucking week, a different gimmick, different name? Of course not. Because, listen, we don't give two shits about Joe Anoa'i. We care about Roman Reigns. Once you leave the company, nigga, we don't give a fuck about you. Ask John Cena. Bro, there has been tons of projects that John has been a part of. Not a lot of people give a fuck. Let's talk about Wipeout. Do you watch Wipeout because of John Cena? No. Like I said, also, John is a product of the machine. The machine is real. Sasha Banks was a part of the machine. She had tons of marketing. Now, let's talk about the marketing side. You don't realize how important marketing is. It's not all about what you see on TV. It's about marketing. Sasha Banks was highly marketed. How about Drew Mack? Do you think that Drew Galloway would draw eyes on Dynamite? No. We give two shits about Drew Galloway. We only care about Drew Mack, the Mac Daddy. That's all we care about. Like I said, most fans did not know that CM Junk was in all elite fake pro wrestling. Not a lot of people knew that. Because when it comes to the WWF fans, we are in a bubble. Once you leave that bubble, we are not going to follow you. Don't you get it? Bro, not a lot of people followed Kurt Angle to TNA. Not a lot of people followed Christian Cage to TNA. Hence their low numbers, right? Because, yeah, they are good, but they were pushed by the machine from Vince McMahon. He was shoving them down our throats every week on a large platform, which made them feel like stars. But no, they were products of Vince McMahon's push and marketing. That's what it was. Okay, if I'm wrong, then why is Tony Khan, man, paying all these mid-carders from Raw and SmackDown tons of money, but they not drawing a dime, bruh? They not drawing shit. Why is that? How come nobody is watching Collision? How come nobody is watching Rampage, Dynamite? He's paying all this money to fucking Dean Ambrose. Bruh, Dean Ambrose is the highest paid guy on the roster. I bet you did not know that. Okay, what is he drawing? Nothing. He was a product of the machine. He was a product of the fucking Shield. He was a product of the marketing of the Shield. Okay, vice versa, Roman, Seth. He was never that big a deal. Listen, Roman Reigns is a product of the machine. Who has a bigger fan base, Edge or Roman Reigns? The same Roman Reigns that was booed for the past 10 years, even as a good guy. That Roman has a bigger fan base than fucking Edge? Are you sick? So just imagine if Roman Reigns was on his own, on the indies, in All Elite Wrestling. He wouldn't draw shit because his fan base ain't that strong. It's a WWF fan base, yes, but it's not a wrestling as a whole fan base. He don't have a fucking global reach. His reach starts and ends with the WWF fans inside the bubble. Here's what I mean. Nobody knows who the fuck Will Ospreay is. That's why Triple H was trying to bring him into fucking NXT. Nobody knows who the fuck Okada is inside the bubble of the WWF. Like I said, once you leave that bubble, nobody cares about you. How about, okay, what about Matt Riddle? Bruh, nobody is talking about Matt Riddle. Why? Because he left the island. He left the bubble. Now this dude is on his own. Not a lot of people cared about Rob Van Dam after he left the World Wrestling Federation. Remember? Like I said, once you leave our bubble, we don't give a fuck about you. That's facts. So, does it bother me when these fucking marks tell me that Cody Rhodes ain't no draw? Well, guess what, bitch? Rocky Maivia ain't no draw in 2024. Let me repeat. Rocky Maivia is not a draw in 2024. Nobody is. He's also a product of the fucking machine. Him, Stone Cold, Triple H, fucking Nash, Razor, Hogan. Those guys were products of the WWF machine and backing. That's my fucking point. So no, yes, Rock ain't no draw, not anymore. Okay, let's look at his numbers on YouTube. They are not that big. Check the channel for the WWE. Bro, those are not big numbers for a guy that is supposed to be the biggest star in the world. Like, make that make sense. So please, calm the fuck down. Nobody gives a flying fuck about Rocky Maivia in 2024. Are you stupid? Black Adam was a fucking flop. Okay? It's over. Nobody gives a fuck about his movies. He's done. That's why he came back to fake pro wrestling, so he can build back his name up. Because nobody gives a fuck about his shit movies. But, see, listen, I keep it real, right? I will admit, nobody is a fucking draw. The draw is the storyline. If there's no story, then I don't care about Roman fucking Reigns on a fucking program. What is he doing to keep me interested? Him, Cody Rhodes, Rocky, it don't matter. Seth, Drew, Mac, CM Junk. Listen, if those 5-4 guys are not involved in great storylines, nobody is going to watch. Nobody gives a fuck about your star power. Give us something to talk about. If there's nothing to talk about, nobody cares if Stone Cold Steve Austin is on the fucking show. Storylines push the show, not the wrestlers. That's not how that works. It's all about the storylines. Look at Tony Khan, man. He keeps on signing all these ex-guys and girls for the World Wrestling Federation, but they not doing shit for the numbers. Why? Because he's a shit booker. Okay, what about Paige? Where the fuck is Paige? It's crazy. Nobody gave a flying fuck about her being cleared to wrestle again. Nobody cared. Why? Because people only cared about Paige, not the person who was playing Paige, right? What's her name? Fucking something Saraya or something? Bruh, nobody knows that's her real name. People still call her Paige. That's all we care about is Paige. That's my fucking point. We don't care about her real name in real life. That's why nobody cared about her going to AEW. Nobody cared. Right? So, the point I'm trying to make is, if Roman Reigns, if Joanna Y was to be on Dynamite with that name, nobody would give two shits. Tell me I'm lying. I'm not lying. Is he a bigger star than Edge? No. Is he more beloved than Edge? No. A 3-year sample size does not trump the career of Edge. No. So I hope you get the picture here, right? Nobody is a fucking draw. It's about the machine. The WWE machine makes you a star. Once you leave the company, nobody cares about you. Okay? Where the fuck is Elias? Nobody cares about what Elias is doing on the indies. But there was a point in time where this guy was fucking over on TV, but not anymore. Nobody cares about Elias on the indies. Why is that? Because the WWF bubble is real. Once you leave it, you are done, right? Nobody is going to follow you. Maybe the fucking hardcores will follow you, but not the casuals. The casuals dominate the hardcore audience. That's why nobody gives a flying fuck about Sasha on Dynamite. That's facts. So, let me repeat. Rocky Maivia is not a draw. In wrestling, not anymore. You stupid dumb bitch. When was the last time this guy took a fucking bump? What is he drawing? Have you seen the numbers? The numbers have not changed with Rock on the show or not. You fucking numbskull. Okay, what if Cody was never involved in this storyline? What would Rock and Roman talk about? Huh? What would they talk about if Cody Rhodes was never involved? Bro, I don't care about who is the head of the fucking table. Are you serious? I don't care. Who cares? Bro, it's going to be a shit match. Rocky Maivia, he's not athletic anymore. He can't wrestle. My God, like you Rocky crybabies are fucking cringe. You are left-wing nutjobs. I'll call all the fans of Rocky Maivia left-wing cringe beta male nutjobs. It's like, wow, man. It's like, how many times do I gotta beat it through your fucking skull? He can't wrestle in 2024. He's too big. He's too bulky. He's not in shape. Bruh, this dude can barely walk around. He's so fucking big. He can't wrestle. He don't got it like that anymore, man. This ain't 03. This ain't 02. He's older. His last match was 10 years ago. What the fuck is your problem? Like, you Rocky nuthuggers are fucking cringe left-wing nutjobs, man. It's crazy to me. But my point is, there's nobody who was ever a draw on both rosters. You better thank Vince McMahon for making Rocky what he is. Huh? You better thank fucking Vince McMahon for making Edge, Daniel Bryan, Sasha Banks what they were. Where is his thank you? Bitch, how come you not watching Edge on Dynamite? Saturday Collision. How come you ain't watching Collision for Edge, bruh? Bro, they not cracking 400,000 with Edge on the show. That means he was a product of Vince McMahon's marketing and pushing. He was never that big of a star. In hindsight, if you look at the ratings, that's my point. Nobody is a draw. The story makes you a star. The star don't make the story. The story makes the star. If there's no story, then there's just matches. Right? If there's no stories that people care about, then all are we doing is watching boring ass matches. Right? So nobody is a draw in 2024. It's up to Triple H to make you a draw. It's up to Tony Khan Man to make you a draw. You can't just sign all these ex-guys and girls for the World Wrestling Federation and thinking you are going to draw money with them. That's not how that works. Let's talk about Steve Austin. Let's talk about stunning Steve Austin from WCW. He was not a draw in WCW. Huh? Okay. Who made Stone Cold Steve Austin a fucking megastar household name? It was Vince McMahon's pushing and marketing. Steve Austin was a nobody in ECW and WCW. He was a nobody. Vince McMahon made him a household name. Let's talk about Kevin Nash, Diesel, Razor Ramon. Those two guys were jobbers in WCW. But Vince made them a star from the machine. The WWE machine made them stars. I hope you get my point now. It's not hard to figure out. Those guys were never stars. Vince made them into stars. Him, Triple H. Triple H was fucking terrorizing in WCW. Look where he's at now. Who's to blame? Okay, Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon made Triple H a fucking megastar with his marketing, pushing, and huge mega platform and storylines. So, the point is, there was never draws in pro wrestling. It's up to the promoters to hype you up, to make us believe you a fucking star. That's why Edge ain't drawing shit. That's why Sasha Banks ain't drawing shit. Vince McMahon made Edge more than what he really was, right? Because there's people that think that Christian Cage was always better than Edge. Why is that? Because Vince McMahon never liked Christian. He was always an Edge guy. Edge was a part of the machine, just like Roman Reigns, just like John Cena. They were products of the machine from Vince McMahon's pushing and marketing and writing. He made them stars. So now if they were to leave the bubble, they're not gonna draw shit. Because now they are on their own. That's why Vince McMahon always trademarks names. Because he don't want you to use the name that he gave you, so you can make money somewhere else. Listen, everybody who leaves the WWF and they have to change their name, that means they are on their own. They gotta make up a name for themselves. They gotta make a name for themselves. Now, it's no more backing from Vince McMahon, bitch. You on your own now. That's why fucking Dean Ambrose ain't drawing shit under Jon Moxley. I hope you get the picture now. Nobody is a fucking draw. It's up to Tony Khan, man, Vince McMahon, Triple H, fucking Eric Bischoff. It's up to them to make you a star so they can draw money. You don't draw your boss money. He has to make you draw him some money based on his writing and marketing and booking. That's why Rocky Maivia ain't drawing shit right now. Okay, I don't care what anybody else says. Raw has the same numbers. SmackDown, same numbers. So please, shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm done.